Hello soulmates, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Sew with Aaron B. If this is your first time coming across my channel, thank you so much for being here. Please don't forget to hit that subscribe button and join our amazing sewing community. For today's tutorial, I'll be showing you exactly how to cut this beautiful breezy flare short gown. I'll be breaking it down step by step so it's super easy to follow. You also learn how to cut a neckline interface neatly. So grab your fabric, your chalk and your scissors and let's get right to the cutting table. This is the fabric I'll be working with, and this fabric is not up to 3 yards. Though we'll be measuring it together, let's know how many yards this fabric is. So we have 1 yard, 2 yards, and the last one is about 26 inches. So in total, we have 2 yards and 26 inches. We'll be using these 2 yards and 26 to cut the flare, the short flare gown. So the first thing you need to do is to fold your fabric into two, just like this. Just see what I'm doing and you do the same thing. Fold your fabric into two. Make sure each part are equal. Now, after folding it into two equal parts, then you fold in a triangular form, just the way you see me doing. Okay, you fold in a triangular form and we can start taking our proper measurements. So at this point, I was just trying to arrange the fabric well and also adjust my camera in a way that all angles could be seen. Okay, so after adjusting the fabric, you see I adjusted it in a way the beginning of the fabric could be seen, where we'll start taking the measurements from. Now we'll first of all take the shoulder measurements. Okay, we'll take the shoulder measurement. So because folding it in a triangular form like this, all parts are not equal. So the first thing I'm going to do is just to do a rough estimate where my shoulder falls into. This is like a quick shoulder check. This is just a rough estimate to make sure the folded edge is wide enough to accommodate the shoulder plus extra inches before I start taking the actual measurement. Once I'm satisfied with the positioning, I can then measure accurately from the top down. As you can see, I marked a line there to be sure when I'm measuring from top down, that is where I'm going to stop to take my shoulder measurement. I'm doing it this way because all parts are not equal, okay? As we go further, you will understand. So from the top to that part I marked a line is 15 inches. Now we are just going to be measuring 15 inches round. The reason why we are doing this is because the fabric is not equal. Since it's folded in a triangular form, all parts are not equal. So to get an accurate measurement and to be sure all parts are equal, when you are taking your measurement, you have to do this. Now, I run a line over. From that part, we'll start taking our measurement. That part will now serve as our starting line for this particular dress. All right. Now, the full length of this dress is going to be 37 inches because I don't want it too long. I want it short. The full length is going to be 37 inches, but I'm marking 39 because 2 inches will serve as allowance. Okay, in total, I am marking 39 inches. So I'm just going to be marking 39 round, just like you see me doing. Okay, doing the same thing, I'll mark 39 round, then I'll just connect each lines together. Next thing we are going to do after connecting the lines together is to take our shoulder measurements. Now the shoulder measurement for this dress is 16 inches. Because it's on fold, we are marking 8 inches. Now I marked 8.5. The half inch will serve as sewing allowance. Now I came down by 8 inches for the armhole length. Okay, I came down by 8 inches for the armhole length. I'm just going to draw a straight line from the top to meet the length. Okay, draw a straight line like this. Then I went up from there by 1/4. It's not up to 1 inch, it's 1/4 for the armhole curve. Okay, 1/4. Now after that, I'm going to come in by 1/2 inch. Okay, I'm just going to come in from that part by ½ inch and then reconnect the lines again. Draw a new line from the top. Okay, as you can see. Next, I'm just going to cut it out before I start working on the neckline. After cutting it out, the next thing I'm going to do is to work on the front and the back neckline. As you can see, we cut out both the front and the back pieces together. So we are going to be working on both the front and the back neckline. All right. Now, the next thing I'm going to do is to come down by 1 inch for the shoulder slope. Okay. Come down by 1 inch for the shoulder slope. Now, first of all, I'm going to be working on the back neckline. Then I'll take it out and work on the front neckline. So for the back neckline, the width is 3 inches. Then I came down by 1 inch for the length. Okay, by width 3 inches, for the length 1 inch. Then I'll just go ahead and cut it out. Okay. Now I'll go ahead to join the shoulder slope to the neckline, okay, before cutting it out. For the front neckline, I'm going to come down by 4 inches for the length. Okay, I came down by 4 inches. But for the width, we are using the same thing we use for the back. The same 3 inches we use for the back, we are using for the width. Now for the slit opening, from that point, I came down by 3 inches. If you want yours to go down more, you can use 4, you can use 5. But for this particular tutorial, I made use of 3 inches for the slit opening. And I'll just go ahead and slit it open. But if you want your own slit to be wide, you can subtract ½ inch. Instead of just slitting it open, you subtract ½ inch. But I didn't because I don't want this one to be wide. Okay. Now we are done for the front neckline. The next thing I'm going to do is to cut out the pocket. Okay. I'm going to be cutting out the pocket. And because I don't want this pocket to be too wide, I don't want it too long. I just want it just a little pocket. Okay, so I'm just using my hand. Just watch what I'm doing. I'm just using my hand to get the shape of the pocket that I want. All right. Now, because I want the width of my pocket to be less wide, I want it to be narrow. For the width, I'm going to be using 8 inches. Okay, I don't want it wide, so I'm going to be using 8 inches only. Now for the length of the pockets, I made use of 10 inches for the length. So if you're a lover of longer pockets, you want your pocket to be really wide and you want it deep, you can use more measurements. All right, so this is what the pocket look like. Just small. It's just small. Okay. Now I'm going to be using this pocket to cut out the second pocket. Okay, 2 for each side, right? So I'll just place it over and cut it out. Next thing I'm going to do is to cut out the facing for the neckline. I'll be cutting out facing for the front and the back. I love doing this because it gives your neckline a neat look. Okay, so just get a piece of fabric like this, and you place your fabric on top, your neckline on top. You place it on top like this. So this is the back, this is the back. So what we are going to do now is to trace the neckline of the outfit. So just watch what I'm doing. I'm just going to trace the neckline, trace it, or you use your scissors to cut the neckline out like this. Okay, after cutting it out like this, now I'm just going to measure the width that I want. So for this one, I'm using 3 inches. Okay, I'm using 3 inches. 3 inches is not too wide and is not small. 3 inches. So I'm just going to be measuring the 3 inches round, just the way you see me doing. I'm just going to be measuring it round, then I will cut it out. It's very simple. So this will give your outfit a really neat look. Okay, now if you want the facing to be longer, you can make yours long. I just want this one to be short, that's why it's looking really small. All right, now the next thing we're going to do is to also cut out the facing for the front. So the same thing we did for the back, we're going to be repeating the same process for the front. So just watch what I'm doing and learn. So as you can see, I've gone ahead to trace out the neckline. Like I said, we're still going to repeat the same process we did for the back for the front. So I used the same 3 inches as well. And this is what the facing for the front looks like. Okay, this is what the facing looks like. So this is what I'll use to turn the neckline over. Okay, and let's take it over to our sewing machine and start sewing. So after sewing, this is what our dress looks like. As you can see, it's looking really neat. I've gone ahead to secure the neckline. I also folded the sleeve side, and this is our pockets, a bit small. Yeah, that's how I want it. I also went ahead to fold the down as well. And this is it. As you can see, it's not raising up because I had to secure it with hemming gum. So this is hemming gum. I secure it with an hemming gum. That's why it's not raising up. And I also went ahead to weave the clothes. And this is just it for this particular tutorial. If you have watched to this point, thank you very much for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, share, and if you haven't subscribed yet, please do wait to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. See you on my next tutorial.